This is Umar Ahmed for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. We're in London here to finally announce Savannah Marshall and Claressa Shields, September 10th, live on Sky Sports. How happy is everyone at Sky about getting this over the line, finally, Adam?
I would say ecstatic, Umar. It's a wonderful moment for boxing, for sport, women's sport. And I think it's going to be an absolutely incredible night on September the 10th, headlined by one of the great fights of the modern era. It's taken 10 years to get Claressa Shields and Savannah Marshall back into a ring. Obviously that infamous defeat, the only defeat for the GOAT back at the Worlds in 2012. She then went on to obviously conquer London, and she comes back to London again, the gold medalist from London and Rio. Savannah had to take a different sort of turn. She had a much harder route through the amateurs, and getting into the professional ranks was difficult, but she's come in the last 2 years to fruition under Peter Fury, and her talent is there for all to see. Both unbeaten, they don't like each other, there's needle from different sides of the Atlantic. It's been in the melting pot for such a long time. It's an absolute cracker of a main fight on what's going to be a night, a landmark night, Umar. It's I can't tell you how excited I am. An all-female card. Chief support, Michaela Mayer, in her own unification at super featherweight against Alicia Baumgarten. It's absolutely brilliant. We've got more to announce in the coming weeks, and it's all on Sky Sports, available, and we are going to be backing and behind this like never before. It's a truly incredible moment for women's sport.
From what you're saying there, where does this rank against the other marquee fights that we've seen this year and that are coming this year? For example, Fury White, Canelo Golovkin 3, Usyk Joshua 2. Where does this rank for the sport?
It's right up there, and let's not forget Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano headlining in the Garden. An epic encounter, a wonderful night and fight, and this time we do it with a rivalry that's got this history, with two fighters that are undefeated, raring to go, and want to prove they're the best middleweight on the planet. But there's more. It is at 10 o'clock at night. It's UK time. It's going to be really readily available on the biggest platform in British sport broadcasting, on Sky. So I just can't tell you how excited. Katie Taylor was an absolute trailblazer for us, a pioneer. Phenomenal. What she's done is incredible. Savannah Marshall's never had that sort of limelight. It's taken her longer, but she's now proved that she's a world champion. She's a huge puncher, arguably the biggest in female boxing. Claressa Shields, transcending the sport. See what Serena Williams has done in tennis, doing the same sort of thing in America. It's a fantastic night, and as a fight, it's right up there in and amongst all those you mentioned.
We'll look forward to it, September 10th at the O2. Adam's teed it up nicely for that one. I'm sure there'll be a lot of buzz around it come fight week. Adam, just quickly get your thoughts on the whole situation with Joseph Parker and Joe Joyce. I don't think this fight's going to happen. So what are your thoughts after this whole situation's played out?
It's a fight that would be great to happen at some point, but obviously there's a lot of politics involved, and I've talked to George Warren, I've talked to Ben, obviously, and I've got huge respect for Frank. I think Joe Joyce was fantastic the other night, and Joe Parker is a wonderful signing for us. He's a gentleman, he's a top heavyweight, who we believe will become a world champion again. He's basically been based over here. He's got a great trainer in Andy Lee. He's got Tyson Fury as a stablemate. And we're really excited about Joseph Parker. Look, if that fight can't be made across the political broadcasting divide at the moment, maybe it is one for the future. Maybe they'll both meet as world champions down the line. But I'm a big supporter of Joe Joyce. I thought, as I said, he was great the other night. And I'm massively excited about Joseph Parker. Known him for a long time, got a great relationship with Joe and his team. And with Andy Lee in his corner, I think he's going right back to the top. And we're going to give him the Sky love. I think he's been rather the sort of B-side for a while, so we're going to give him the Sky love, and we cannot wait for him to be performing on Sky again, and very soon. That's very kind of you to give me some water. I haven't got a cup of tea. It's Coogan just out of shot. Coogan, come on, you want to join us? Got Umar to interview you. Why do I'm all right for a cup of tea. Thank you very much. Umar, why is he your boss?
Not acting like it at the moment.
He's not acting like it. If Coogan wants to come and join us in the interview, he's quite welcome. We've got to get started.
Final question on that.
Yeah,
Final.
sure.
I know when Boxer came into the market, you wanted to keep everyone happy, try and work with as many people as you could. I'm sure you'd have seen Frank Warren's tweet from their official account about Ben Shalom. What did you make of that tweet in response to the whole situation with the offer made to Joe Joyce and BT?
I'm not getting involved in the sort of back and forth. As I said, I had a chat with George. I really respect him. I really respect Frank. And look, we've got different broadcasters. I'm with Sky there, with BT, obviously. They're doing a fantastic job. I think we're beginning to do a fantastic job. Eddie is at DAZN as well. It's great for boxing that there's all this competition and there's huge amounts of work for fighters and great events for fans to see. But also, we're trying to work with different promoters. You've seen here with Top Rank and Michaela Mayer, and obviously with Dimitri Salita and Ben's work with them to get this on. So, there are times where you can work with other promoters to get fights done, and there are times where it's harder. Maybe this is going to be a harder time, and I think we just got to concentrate on doing what we can for Joseph Parker, and they've got to concentrate on what they can do for Joe Joyce. As I said, I have huge respect for both fighters, and one day I hope that fight can happen.
Adam Smith, thank you very much for talking to IFL TV, and we'll speak to you soon, all right?
Cheers, Umar. No problem at all. Thanks.
Welcome, Team Everlast, to the Team Everlast Fitness app. Download the Everlast Fitness app and find your greatness within.